a girl, a boy,
a kiss.
No greater joy than this.
Merrily we live, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Strolling through a valley or up and down an alley, we never fret or fuss, it's all the same.
It's all the same to us.
Merrily we live, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Every day's a sunny May day, a bright and gay day, how well we know. Barnum never in his heyday put on a finer show. Isn't this a sweet dream, a knock you off your feet dream?
And just between us two,
It's not a dream, it's true. Merrily we live, da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
We've been robbed!
If this is another one of your tricks, I'll throw you in a fish pool.
It's the truth, I swear it is. I saw it. I was coming out of the pool on my way through the kitchen. I saw it just like panorama.
Don't tell me Grosvenor's fainted again. Look, the silver's gone. Grosvenor, wake up. Quick, do something. Get the smelling salts.
The what?
The smelling salts.
You know, I hardly even spoke to that Ambrose.
He's vanished like the wind. That's the 8th tramp show in 6 months. This household is much too much for me. I'm through.
What? Again?
This time it's final. Radical. Of course it's fine for some people to stay in a haven for convicts. That's entirely up to them.
Well, now that Ambrose has stolen the silver, maybe Mother will give up her ideas of saving tramps.
It's not as if this was the first one. This time it's final, and nothing will make me change my mind. Nothing.
Going somewhere, Grosvenor.
Why no, Miss Geraldine, the very idea.
What's this I hear about the silver being gone?
I'm afraid it's only too true, miss.
Where's Ambrose?
He left with all the silver. He also took my brat tat and my leather shoes, the ones with the taps on them.
Oh, well, afraid there's nothing we can do about that now. We'll discuss it later. In the meantime, let's have some breakfast.
It's going to be a little difficult about breakfast, if I may say so, miss.
You may say so.
It's going to be a little difficult about breakfast.
You just said that, Grosvenor. Stop repeating yourself. Now, what's going to be difficult?
Ambrose also took the kitchen silver, purely an oversight, I'm sure.
Oh, well, cheer up. He only stole your shoes. Could have been worse.
Worse,
Could have taken your socks, too.
he did.
Poor Mother. She thought Ambrose was the best tramp she'd ever try to save. If she finds out about this, she'll have a fit. Mother wouldn't be Mother unless she had her fits.
Well, aren't you gonna call the police?
Call the police? What are you, crazy? With our luck, they'll find him, bring him back, and what if the newspaper found out about this?
Well, maybe if the newspaper found out about Mother trying to be a how do you say that?
Eat your breakfast. All right. Call Grosvenor.
How should I call him?
Grosvenor?
Grosvenor?
What, no baseball bat?
Relax, Grosvenor. You look like a scared barracuda.
He's catching hold. Here comes Father. Good morning, Dad.
Are these yours?
Oh, I don't know. What color are they?
White and red and blue and red.
Guess they must be mine.
Keep these out of my bedroom. Where's my newspaper?
Right over there, sir.
You know Father can't see over there.
Quiet, Geraldine.
Quiet, Marion.
Listen! When I reach out for my newspaper every morning, I like to know that's going to be right here.
I beg your pardon, sir. I assure you it won't happen again.
Here, Grosvenor, take these.
Don't cook them.
Say, Pop, why don't you have your paper delivered right in front of your coffee? That way you're not so grumpy every morning.
Young lady, when I need your advice, I'll ask for it.
Anytime, Pop. You remember me, the working man's friend.
Geraldine, is that any way for your daughter to come down to the breakfast table?
No, Pop.
Well, then tell her to go upstairs and put some clothes on.
Go upstairs and put some clothes on.
What's this?
Don't tell him about it till I get back.
Go put some clothes on.
Don't tell me about what till she gets back.
Father, Ambrose isn't with us any longer.
Good riddance. Grosvenor, have you ever heard of eating cantaloupe with a contraption like that?
Offhand, I couldn't say so.
So, that's why we're eating with these, doodads, because Ambrose took all the kitchen silver.
Well, he certainly did a thorough job.
I'd say so. He even took your brand new set of golf clubs.
What?
Boy, what an echo out there. Listen. Yodel-a-hee-ho.
Yodel-a-hee-hoo.
There, see?
You can't see an echo, you can only hear it.
Well, there's something I want you to know. Ambrose isn't with us any longer.
Oh, really?
You mean you already know?
Yes, we already know.
Why doesn't somebody tell me these things?
Will you be quiet?
Well, what I want to know is, how long is Mother going to keep on picking up these tramps?
Well, with a daughter like you, I can quite understand her hobby.
Oh, is that so?
That's so.
Look at the way she talks to me. Who am I? What do I mean as family? I might as well just be a total stranger. Your sister. There isn't a kid, a lady of my acquaintance that has to put up with what I do.
Oh, good morning, my fishy wishes.
Good morning, Mother.
Oh, good morning, my dears.
And you shall hear the midnight cry of Paul Revere.
Oh, Mary, you are so clever. It is another lovely morning. So bright, so gentle.
So what?
Oh, Kate, you are cod.
Come, Mother, eat your breakfast before your comical children give you indigestion. Me a pain in the...
Oh, it is another wonderful morning. It's spring again. I wonder if you all noticed it.
Yes, Mother, we noticed. Nice outside, too.
Oh, when a family has so many blessings, I think there's always the danger of taking things for granted. Grosvenor, don't you think this spoon is a little large for such a tiny little melon?
Sorry, madam, but I...
When I go to bed, I search myself.
You ever find anything? Quiet.
And as I lie there, I say to myself, Emily Kilburn, that is my name, you know. Have you counted all your blessings, or are you just taking them for granted?
Mother, there's something we have to tell you.
Oh, do, dear, do, by all means.
It's about Ambrose.
Oh, Ambrose, my dear Ambrose. Henry, I do wish you would stop in the bookstore today and get me a new copy of Dr. Guinness's new books for Ambrose. It's called, Stop Squirming, Dear.
That's a weird name for a book.
Oh, Grosvenor, I would like to speak to Ambrose the minute I'm finished with my breakfast. Could you tell him? Oh, I've given sanctuary to many a fallen man, but none who have given me such a quick response. You know, Henry, just the other day he finished Dr. Guinness's Seek and Ye Shall Find.
Well, it certainly took his literature seriously.
Henry, you are so funny. No, that wasn't funny, was it? I wonder why I thought it was.
Mother, please listen just for a minute. There's something we have to tell you.
Oh, yes, dear. You wanted to tell me something. You said that before. Go ahead. And don't fidget, darling.
You don't have to buy Ambrose any more books.
What's the use of stalling, Jerry? If you won't tell her, I will. Mother, your pet tramp Ambrose has left.
Ambrose has left! Well, that's preposterous. Why should he go?
Because he was a tramp, and he took all of our family's silver.
Oh, Kate, you can't know what you're talking about. Of course, this must be my family's idea of a joke.
It is true.
It is a joke.
Oh, Grosvenor, you don't think Ambrose is angry with us, do you?
No one knows what Ambrose might have thought, as later insights I think have proven. Do I make myself clear, madam?
No, you do not, and I don't feel like trying to figure it out now. Oh, you didn't like Ambrose, did you? Answer me, Grosvenor. Answer me!
Mother, there's no use upsetting Grosvenor. He'll either faint or quit, or both.
Well, I wouldn't care if he did.
This household is much too much for me. I'm through.
Oh, it was him who made Ambrose feel uncomfortable. He was always picking on him. Don't squirm, darling. Oh, let him quit.
Mother, you can't dismiss everybody who doesn't care for your tramps. If you did, we'd all have to leave.
Oh, isn't it enough that all the servants are against me? My whole family has to be against me. Sometimes I feel like I haven't got a friend in the world.
See what you've done?
Now, Emily. After all, Ambrose is just another tramp.
Yeah, and he didn't respond quite the way he should have.
Oh, I never want to see another one again as long as I live. You take a tramp into your house and you offer a chance to redeem yourself. And what does he give you?
A kick in the pants.
Oh, this is more than I can bear.
Poor mother. But I hope she means it. No more tramps. No more tramps. We got the last one.
Boy, I hope you're right. It's about time.
Say, isn't it about time someone told me to stop squirming?
Where's my eggs?
Say, Dad, it's 8:30.
Holy smokes, I'm late. Mary, get my hat.
Yeah, Marion, get Pop's hat.
Grubner, tell Ambrose to get the car.
Ambrose isn't with us any longer. Never mind. I'll drive it. Go that way.
Say, Dad, there's something I want to talk to you about.
May I have a word with you, Miss Geraldine?
Not now, Grosvenor. I'm busy. Later.
Oh, Father dearest, I simply got to have some money.
No.
But 50 cents wouldn't mean anything to you. It'd mean the world to me.
Say, Jerry, can I borrow your car tonight?
No?
No, you cannot borrow a car. Every time you set foot into it, it gets you some kind of caboose.
Without money.
Yeah, you're right, Dad. Thanks.
Why don't you treat me like an adult?
Okay, Garbo, the audience left. You can stop acting.
Did you get anything?
No.
What a family.
Hi. I was on my way home from a fishing trip, and, well, my car fell down the mountain. Can I use your telephone?
Definitely not. Good day.
No, please, sir. I just want to use your telephone.
Your persistence will avail you nothing. Now scram.
Oh, is that you, Jelly? Oh, I think I'm going to have babies. Lots of them.
You get out of here, or you look worse than the last one we had here.
Grosvenor? Grosvenor, what seems to be all the trouble here?
This man was just about to leave, madam.
Oh, my poor dear man. Grosvenor, why don't you ask this gentleman in?
But it was my understanding.
Grosvenor. Oh, do come in. You must be very hungry and tired.
Madam, I don't want to inconvenience you, so if I could just use your telephone.
Why, of course. Grosvenor, what are you waiting for? Go get this man something to eat. Hurry, Grosvenor.
Oh, no. I just really want to use your telephone.
Why, of course, do come in. Oh, my poor dear Mildred. She's been so gloomy lately. I'm going to have to put her in a bowl all by herself.
Which is Mildred?
There she is, the pale one. Oh, she's been acting so queerly lately. No appetite at all. And this morning, she acts as if she didn't even know me.
Madam, your telephone.
Why, of course.
Ambrose took our silver and now it's
Oh!
all gone.
This is, what did you say your name was again?
Rollins.
Oh, Rollins. This is Marion, my daughter.
How do you do? I'd like you to meet my pet fish. This is Fish Are Friends and not food.
Oh, Marion, isn't he charming?
Well, he's no Robert Taylor.
Well, of course not. How could whatever your name is, be Robert Taylor? Don't be foolish.
Madam, if I could use your telephone.
Why, of course. Oh, do you drive a car?
Well, I did.
Oh, wonderful! Ambrose was a poor driver, they tell me.
Mother, if you're thinking of asking this...
Darling, my mother always told me that children should be seen and not heard.
Yes, well, your mother was smarter than my mother.
Well, of course she was, though. Now you make yourself at home and we'll go see what's happening to Grover. Come along.
Darling, who is Robert Taylor?
Well, hello, Mildred!
All right, come on, get out. Let's go beat it.
I beg your pardon.
Don't I beg your pardon me. Come on, let's go. Get out. What are you, nailed to the floor?
I don't understand.
Yes, you do. You might have fooled my mother, but as far as the rest of us are concerned, we don't want any more tramps around here. Now beat it.
Okay, just wait a minute. all I want to do.
Yes, I know. All you want to do is find where the silver is or something. Young man, would you get out? Don't stand there like a wooden Indian looking for a cigar store. Get out. If you had any backbone, you'd go out and find yourself a job driving a truck or something. Do you hear me?
Yes,
Well, then get out.
young lady, all I want
You
to do.
mean to tell me you have so little self-respect that you'd stand here after what I just said?
I don't want to stay here.
Oh, of course, yeah. All you want to do is steal our silver.
Oh, so you two have met.
Oh, Mother Rita!
Yes, we were having a most interesting conversation.
Well, perfectly clearly. Grosvenor, get him a napkin. And just what were you two talking about?
Self-respect.
Yes, I was telling your daughter how much I admire your social philosophy, and, well, how difficult I find it to understand hers.
Oh, yay! I'm very glad that you understand when a family has as many blessings as this one does. But there's always the...
You said that at breakfast this morning.
Oh, did I? Oh, clever me. Geraldine Estates are good. He's a splendid chauffeur. Aren't you?
Madam, if I could use your telephone.
Why, of course there'll be one in your room. Grosvenor, he'll be staying here. And will you go to the servants' quarters and get him a uniform?
But Mrs. Kilbourne.
Grosvenor, do as you're told, please. And you, go along with him.
Pardon me.
Pardon you. Father is going to be perfectly furious when he finds out about this.
Of course. Oh, Mildred! Oh, what? Sue?
Don't you like tramps?
I've tried desperately to love all of God's creatures, but I loathe tramps. I'll go get you your test.
Thank you. Now, if you had any backbone, you'd go out and get yourself a job driving a truck. Why, you look even worse than the last one we had here. Don't stand there like a wooden Indian. Rollins, old boy, if you don't look out, that man in the blue coat and the brown buttons and that funny little hat will come and get you.
You'll get out of here. Nearly scared me half to death.
But I just got first-hand information.
Oh, and let me guess. You'll sell it to me for 50 cents or something. Guess what? Not interested.
Well, I'll tell you anyway. Rollins is crazy.
So are you.
Honestly, Jerry.
You couldn't be honest. Have you seen my new hat?
Why no, sis. I haven't seen your new hat. Oh, I bless my dear little heart. Here it is.
Where'd you find it?
Oh, it's just under that cushion there.
Wasn't there when I looked for it.
Guess you didn't look very good.
Oh.
Hey, Jerry, who's that in the garden?
How should I know? It's probably the gardener or something. Get your feet off the couch.
Jerry, come here real quick.
Oh, you startled me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's quite all right. I haven't seen you before, have I? Oh, you must be the new chauffeur. Ambrose left us this morning. Well, I think he seemed good. I'm very glad he's gone.
Oh, what seems to be the matter with Ambrose?
He sulked constantly. Something organic, I think. And for days on end, he wouldn't talk to me. And that would go on for days on end.
Oh. Well, you must be a very patient woman.
Oh, I try to be.
What beautiful flowers.
Oh, are you fond of flowers?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Shakespeare once said, "A man who hath no music in himself," and so forth. I think he also might have said, "A man who hath no flowers within himself," and so forth. Do you know anything about diseases?
Not really. I had the mumps once, but that was a long time ago, of course.
Oh, no! I mean diseases of roses.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, evergreen spray is what they need. I'll get you some today.
Oh, I thank you. Oh, here comes Geraldine.
Mother, Ron.
Geraldine, this is, what's his name?
I didn't catch your name. What's your name?
Rollins. Wade Rollins.
Oh, Wade Rollins! Well, my great-grandmother was a Wade.
Mother, I'm sure it's not the same family. Come along, Rollins.
Excuse me.
Are you going somewhere?
Rollins is going to drive me to the club.
Oh, do you drive too? oh, my poor Rollins.
Listen, I don't know what your game is, but you won't get away with it. You can believe me.
Oh, I believe you.
You won't like it here. I warn you.
Oh, well, the atmosphere is a bit chilly, but, shall I drive?
What did you intend to do? Sit on the radiator cap?
Will I? Oh, I didn't give it any thought, but if you'd like.
You're certainly well-mannered, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
I have a book you ought to read.
A mystery story?
It will be to you. It's a book on etiquette.
Oh. Well, I hope it has pictures. I love pictures.
You can park over here. I won't be long.
Don't you know how to drive? If you took the trouble to look around occasionally, you'll see people are driving cars besides yourself.
I assure you, sir, it was the most unavoidable accident.
Don't give me that. The trouble is there are too many fellows like you. What are you trying to do? Be funny?
No, I'm trying to see the rest of your number. Thank you.
Oh, you mean to say I'm to blame?
Yes, I think so.
You can't talk to me like that. I'll knock your ears off.
Don't frighten me, mister. Look, you got me all nervous. Boo.
Why, you little...
Herbert Wheeler.
Oh, Jerry.
This is quite unnecessary.
Listen, Jerry.
I have nothing further to say to you.
I'll call you at home.
Do. I won't be there.
It was an unavoidable accident.
Yes, Mr. Wheeler is known for making unavoidable accidents.
Oh, well, it wasn't only his fault.
Don't go all heroic on me.
I can repair the damage myself.
Sometimes I think Mr. Wheeler could use with a bit of damaging.
Oh, no, I was referring to the damage on the car.
I know, but I like my idea better, right?
Right.
So what did happen?
It was an unavoidable accident.
Mr. Rollins, you're a fibber, and I can't say I don't admire you for it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're not going to leave me here standing like this, are you?
Oh, I'm glad you reminded me. Go to the garage and have a bumper fixed, and pick your father from the station. He arrives at 5.
Okay. What's your father like?
Well, he has a short temper, and he hates tramps. For further information, I'd ask Mother. She's known him longer.
Yes. But is he tall, short, wide, narrow?
Well, that depends on how you look at him.
Miss Gilbert. How will I know him?
I've already told you. He arrives at 5.
Oh, at 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's different.
Aren't you going to have the bumper fixed?
Oh, yes. I knew there was something I had to do.
Yes, I think I hear her coming now. It's for you, miss.
Who is it, Grosvenor?
Mr. Wheeler, miss.
Oh, it is. Tell Mr. Wheeler I'm not at home.
Miss Kilbourne is not at home, sir.
Listen, you stupid old fool. Who do you think you're kidding?
What did you call me, Herbert?
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Listen, baby.
I beg your pardon, sir, but I'm neither your sweetheart nor your baby.
Baby? You baby elephant. Will you get off the phone, you big lug?
Why, Herbert, I thought you wanted to talk to me. But if that's the way you feel about it,
Hey, wait a minute, Jerry.
tell Mr. Wheeler I'm not at home.
Hello, this is the Kilbourne estate.
Will you please stop monkeying around and let me talk to Miss Kilbourne?
Miss Kilbourne is not at home, sir.
Listen, you fathead. I know she's at home. I just talked to her.
Are you going to believe who you talk to or what I tell you? Miss Kilbourne is not at home.
Hello? Grover? Jerry? Grover? Jerry?
Hello, this is the operator speaking. Calling, please.
Operator, I was disconnected.
Oh, so sorry to have kept you waiting. Here's Miss Kilbourne now.
Mr. Kilbourne! Mr. Kilbourne!
Will you stop calling my name all over this platform? Are you the new tramp?
Yep.
Stolen anything yet?
Not yet. Only got here this morning. Anything else, sir? I hope everything's satisfactory, sir. If you need anything, you'll call me, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
First it was James, then it was Harold, then we get this, what's his name?
Rollins. Wade Rollins.
Oh yes, Wade Rollins. Thanks. I won't stand for this nonsense any longer. How do you suppose our friends and neighbors feel?
What's that, dear?
I said, how do you suppose our friends and neighbors feel?
Why? Were any of them ill?
How should I know?
Well, if you ask me, and I'm sure you won't, I think Rollins has great possibilities.
I think it's nothing but presumptuous pop. Don't you think so, Grosvenor?
I would rather not discuss that person, sir, but since you ask me, I think he's suffering from dementia personality.
He means he thinks he's nuts. Here, Grosvenor, do something with this.
The sooner this family realizes that we are being made the laughingstock of this community, and the sooner they come to their senses, then and only then will I be able to enjoy the comforts I'm entitled to in this house.
Have you got a match, please?
I'm surprised that the tramps in the past haven't stolen the furniture. They've taken most everything else. I'm not going to stand for it any longer. I'm putting a stop to it right here and now. This is got to end once and for all. If we need a chauffeur, we'll hire a chauffeur like most sensible people do. I'm not going to let this nonsense go on any longer. This one time I'm going to have it my way, and that's final. Governor, will you stop doing whatever you're doing and get me another cup of coffee?
Yes, sir?
Now, where was I?
Between a presumptuous pup and a cup of coffee.
Oh, yes. Now getting back to what's its name.
Rollins.
Who's doing this, you or I?
Go ahead, Dad. You do it.
You bet I will, and immediately. Now, what was it? Governor, will you stop monkeying around?
Yes, sir?
Jeremiah Board married Eliza Wade. They beget Cordelia, Ophelia, and Peter. I believe Peter is where Rollins comes in. Of course, it couldn't be Peter, because he didn't beget anything.
Well, who knows? Maybe he didn't have a father.
Oh, darling, everyone has a father. That's one of nature's unwritten laws.
Emily, what are you talking about?
Wade Rollins, dear, the new chauffeur. You see, my great-grandmother was a Wade.
What a family.
Oh, I know, darling, they were quite remarkable.
Say, Pops, I need 50 cents in the worst way.
Well, you won't get it that way or any other way.
Now I think it must be Ophelia.
Ophelia?
Why, yes, my great-aunt Ophelia. You see, Peter had no issue, but Ophelia did. Of course, after her third child, she was never quite the same.
Say, Pops, do you want to play a game of rummy?
Not tonight, dear. Daddy's going straight to bed. He's very tired. Good night, all.
Good night. How about it, Kate?
Nope. I'm going to bed too. Night, Mom.
Oh, good night, darling. Oh, what was your father so disturbed about, darling?
Oh, nothing. He just wanted to kick out Rollins.
Oh. Well, has he stolen anything?
Not yet.
Well, I certainly believe he's entitled to the same opportunities Ambrose had.
Yes.
Are you coming to bed, darling?
No, I suddenly feel bored enough to go out with Herbert Wheeler.
Oh, well, that's lovely, darling. Good night.
Night.
We're here.
Everybody out! End of the line! Yippee! Woo-hoo! Say, how much do I owe you?
$15. Maybe I better.
Thanks very much. You're a fine fella. Hey, you said $15. Thanks very much.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Hey, what's the big idea? Is she a friend of yours?
No.
Rollins, Mr. Kilborn.
Oh, hi, Mr. Rollins. What can I do for you?
How much does he owe you?
$15, and what's it to you?
Now beat it.
Hey, you can't talk to my friend that way.
Yeah, what are you trying to do? Make a jump out of me?
Yeah, you can't take a shot at me and get away with it. I'll knock your block off.
Hey, stop picking on me.
Leave. Kilborn.
Hey, be quiet. What are you trying to do? Wake up the whole neighborhood?
Who's there?
It's just me, Rollins, Mr. Kilborn. Someone who had been drinking insisted that he lived here.
And did he?
Oh no, I got rid of him all right.
Well, if he comes back again, don't let him in. Good night.
Good night. Mr. Kilborn. Mr. Kilborn, wake up.
Hi. Who are you?
I'm Rollins.
Hello, Mr. Rollins. What can I do for you?
I want to help you into your house, sir.
I don't need your help. Can you help me get up?
Good.
Get off of me.
I was only trying to assist you, sir.
I don't need your assistance, and I never will.
Okay. Got your key.
What's your name?
Rollins.
Rollins, old boy, I like you, and I always did. You're a friend if there ever was one, and what's better to a friend than a friend?
Okay.
Hey, who are you trying to shush? Shh. Let's be a little more quiet.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go to bed now.
Okay.
Hey! How did you get up here? I think I'm going to go to bed.
Marion, what are you doing up so late?
Well, everyone else is prowling all over the house. Why shouldn't I?
I think you better go to bed.
All right, but I don't need your help. I'm sober.
Marion, I think for the benefit of all concerned, we better forget about tonight.
I don't forget so easy.
Well, I think you better go to bed.
All right. Gee, I bet I could go for you. Don't you like me just a little bit?
Oh, gee, yeah, I'm crazy about you. You're my little sweetheart.
Oh, wait. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I almost forgot. Can you take the fish out for their walk?
At your service, ma'am.
Go along, fisher friends. You too, not food.
Come on, let's go.
Jerry, the way you act, you think we were total strangers.
Herbert, I've told you 1,000 times I don't want to be more. I wish you would stop being so persistent.
Well, a fellow likes to think that his girl likes to kiss him every once in a while.
Well, then maybe you should go find yourself another girlfriend because I just don't want to be kissed. I said I don't want to be kissed. Good night, Herbert.
Sorry if I appeared too romantic.
Good morning.
What are you doing up this late?
Oh, I always take the fish out at this time.
Always take. This is your first night here.
Well, I always take them out starting tonight.
You weren't by any chance snooping on Mr. Wheeler and I, were you?
Oh, I was just walking the fish.
That's not answering my question.
Well, of course not. There was a beautiful wallop you gave him.
Yes, good night.
Good night.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, well, I must see that fish are friends and not food. And you, get in.
I'll see that they get in.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Why don't you go?
Well, I can't leave until I see that you are safely in.
Don't worry about me.
Okay. If that's the way you feel about it.
Is that the way you always walk?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I don't care about where I'm going. I like to see where I've been.
Rollins,
Yes, ma'am.
I have no key.
No key.
No key. What will I do?
Why don't we try one of the windows?
Aren't they a bit high?
I think we'll manage. Voila.
I couldn't possibly climb that high.
There's nothing to it.
I don't think so, but I'll try. Nope. Can't do it.
Guess I'll pick you up then.
I can't reach it.
I swore you could have made it.
Well, it's much higher up here than you would think.
Well, let's try something else then. What are you laughing at? Come on, get on my back and I'll lift you up.
But I'm afraid. It's dangerous.
Oh, come now. This position is very comfortable.
Okay.
There, just turn around and you're home.
Thank you, Rollins.
You're welcome.
Rollins? My purse.
You are back. And your key.
Oh, I must have had it the whole time.
Well, I guess we can use the door now.
Thank you, Rollins.
Good night.
Good night.
Is that man here again?
Oh no, Mrs. Kilborn, he's gone.
Oh, well, if he comes back again, don't let him in, will you? Good night.
Good night.
Breakfast is ready! Breakfast is ready! Come and get it!
Good morning, fishy wishies. Top of the morning to you, Grosvenor.
If you ever play a trick again on this
Hold
dog,
it!
I'll go get your milk immediately, Miss Marion.
Wait a minute, Grover. Stand over there by the fish. You too, Marion. All right. Now smile. Now look sad. That's it.
But Jerry, you didn't want the film.
Oh, be quiet. There's no film in this camera.
But how can you take pictures without film, miss?
You can't. I'm just trying it. If I like it, I'll buy some film.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Sourpuss.
What was that?
Now, Kate, be nice to your little sister. Answer her. She said, "Good morning, Sourpuss."
Why don't you leave me alone?
Why don't you stop being a baby?
Oh, I oughta slap you.
Yeah, you might do it once, but you'd never do it again.
Okay, come on. Kiss and make up. Kiss and make up. There.
As far as I'm concerned, she's still a sourpuss.
How do you like that?
Here comes Pa.
Morning, Dad.
Wow, look at some red.
Thank
No,
you.
I love grapes.
There you go.
Pop, if anybody tells you look good this morning, slug them.
Say, Kate, want to hear what my music teacher wants me to sing this afternoon? Listen.
Shut up!
Shut up!
Who am I supposed to take orders from around this joint anyhow?
Grover, get Father some black coffee and a couple of aspirin.
Yes, ma'am.
If I want some aspirin, I'll order my own aspirin. Give me some aspirin.
Right in front of you, sir.
Well, then get it. Never mind. I'll get it.
Say, Pop, see those great big mice walking along the table?
Mice? I don't see any mice.
Oh, I thought you might this morning.
Young lady, I'll have you know there's nothing in the world that's the matter with me this morning.
Of course not, Miriam. Those aren't mice. They're Shetland ponies.
Oh, good morning, my dears.
Morning, Mother.
Oh, good morning, my fishy.
Good morning, Marion.
Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Kate.
Good morning, Jerry.
Be quiet! Listen to me. I have something I want to say.
We will now hear from the head of the house. Take it, Dad.
Listen to me! Now, as you all know, tonight we are entertaining the senator, his wife, and his daughter, Minerva Harlan. Now, the senator may mean nothing to you, but it just so happens he is very important to me and my business. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly, sir.
What?
I beg your pardon, sir.
Now, tonight, for once in your lives, will you please act like adults? Or is that asking too much of you?
Yeah, Dad's right. We owe it to him. Now, Marion, none of your sneezing powders and little tricks and things.
Jerry, this is no time for jokes.
Oh, I'm not joking, Pa. You can count on us.
Another thing. Emily, I insist on you getting rid of Rollins.
Oh, why, Henry.
Oh, that's too bad. I hate to see Rollins go. Why, he's been trying so hard. Last night, he was up half the night. Wasn't he, Jerry?
Yes, he... How should I know? Leave me out of this.
Well, he was up shooing drunks away. Where they came from, heaven knows.
I don't think he's doing so bad. As a matter of fact, I think he's doing very well. You ought to know. What do you mean I ought to know? And I don't want any answers either.
Well, I don't care about any of that. I want him out of this house before I get home tonight. Holy smokes, I'm late again.
What on earth is the matter with you this morning, Henry?
There's nothing in the world that is the matter with me this morning.
Tinkle, you must always serve from the left.
But this is your left, madam.
Oh, so it is! I get a little mixed up. You see, I'm right-handed.
Oh, well, I was pretending I was a left-handed butler.
Oh, well, that's different. Well, in that case, you're doing splendidly.
Thank you, madam.
Now, go serve Mr. Kilborn.
Which is Mr. Gilmore?
There he is, at the head of the table.
Okay. Want some salad?
Oh, heavens, no! That will never do. Here, let me show you. Now, you be Mr. Kilborn and I'll be me. Or, no, you'll be me and I'll be Mr. Kilborn. No, you'll be Mr. Kilborn and I'll be you. That's it. Now, who are we? You sit down here and I'll come through the kitchen door. This is the kitchen door, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, here I come.
Okay.
Oh, no! You're not supposed to be looking at me. You're supposed to be talking to the guest.
Oh, okay.
I'll start over.
Okay. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter.
Will you please raise your left hand? Oh, thank you. Will that be all, dear? Oh, dear, I called you dear. I was pretending you were my husband. Mr. Kilborn, you know.
Oh, yes, Mr. Kilborn.
This time it's fine. Tramp has ruined my career.
Grosvenor, you can't leave in the middle of all this.
Oh, can't I? I work my fingers to the bone for this party. And Mrs. Kilborn allows him to usurp my position. I won't stand for it until you I'm through. Don't tell me I've said that before.
Well, you can't dessert until after dessert. Say that's a good one, huh? But what about your paycheck?
I'll do the sporting thing. I'll wait till after dinner. But remember, I'm still mad.
Want some salad?
Oh, no, that will be all, Rollins. You are doing splendidly. I'm sure you'll like Mrs. Remington. I'm sure Mrs. Remington will like you. But you won't like her husband.
Oh,
Mother, I had the most awful shock. Oh, it's you.
yes, well, I think it is.
Gee, Jerry, isn't he pretty? Marion, a man never looks pretty, he looks handsome.
Oh, so you noticed it too.
How charming you look today, Miss Kilborn.
Thank you, Rollins. It's my new dress.
Oh,
Do you like it?
yes, you look charming too.
Thank you.
I was teaching Rollins how to serve. I think he's going to do beautifully.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, I think he'll do very well too.
I think we're all ready for our guest.
Oh, Mother, that's what I came to tell you. Eddie Moran can't come, so we'll have to remove one place and only have 13 at the table.
13? Well, that's terrible. It's unheard of. Eddie Moran can't do that to us.
But, Mother, he had an accident. He broke a leg.
Well, that's no excuse. Grandfather Wade wore crutches for years and never missed a meal.
Yes, dear, I know.
And what do you mean by sitting down in Mrs. Kilborn's presence?
Well, I only sit down when I'm driving her.
What's that got to do with it?
I don't know.
Everything's going wrong here. Now look here, you.
Mr. Rollins.
Look here, you, Mr. Rollins. I mean, the Kilborns choose to fraternize with their inferiors. That's their privilege. But I'll have you know. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly.
And I want you to remember that this is my suit that you're wearing.
Oh, yes. Very grateful.
And if you get so much as one spot in it,
You'll what?
I'll make you pay for the cleaning.
Hello?
I'd like to speak to Rollins.
This is Rollins.
Rollins, this is Mrs. Kilburn.
Mrs. Kilborn, have you a cold?
No?
Oh, well, it must be the telephone because your voice sounds so youthful.
Rollins, I'm in such terrible trouble. Poor dear Marion has stayed in her room, and I don't want to get to my room.
Marion, what do you expect me to do? I'm very busy. I'm helping Grosvenor.
Really, Mother does want to speak to you. She told me to call you.
Now, young lady, if you're fibbing...
If you think I'm fibbing, then just don't come. But Mother does want to see you, and it's up to you whether you come or not.
It seems Mrs. Kilbourne wishes to see me. Look after things while I'm gone.
Yes, sir. Sir? Who do I think he is?
You can make it, and you look such a darling. That European trip did you real good.
Why, thank you, Mrs. Kilbourne. But I haven't been to Europe in 5 years.
Oh, that's lovely! And where's the senator and your mother?
Well, I drove my own car, but Mother and Father will be along presently.
Well, Geraldine will be in the cocktail room, and I'll let her take care of you.
Aren't you going to introduce me to this charming stranger?
This? Oh, Mrs. Rollins!
How do you do, Mr. Rollins? I'm Minerva Harlan.
Oh,
Yes, this is Minerva Harlan. Do you two know each other?
Well, not yet, but it won't take long. You can start being nice to me right away. You can lead me to the cocktails.
Pardon me, just a moment. I think Mrs. Kilbourne wants to see me about something.
No, Rollins, I don't.
Good, you can take me to the cocktails.
Oh, okay. You don't understand.
Oh, I do understand. A Harlan always gets her man.
Okay. Well, here you are.
To us.
No, I'm not supposed to drink.
Oh, what's the matter? Can't you take it?
Oh, no, it's not that. Well, Miss Harlan, I wish you'd let me explain about myself.
I know everything about you I need to know. Not too young, much too handsome, old-fashioned enough to blush, and unattached. You are unattached, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am at that.
Good. He is unattached, and I saw him first.
But darling, so happy to see you.
Well, then look at me.
At a time like this?
Mrs. Remington, I want you to know Mr. Rollins, but not too well.
Well, how do you do?
How do you do?
May I have a seat?
Oh, no, please.
He may not mind, but I do.
Oh, well, good luck.
Anything wrong, Mr. Kilbourne? No. Just...
Say, you're doing pretty well for someone who's not supposed to drink.
Oh, well, I expect a bad cold. Okay, if you ladies would excuse me, I have something very important to do. Don't go away. Mrs. Kilbourne.
Oh, so very glad that you could come.
I've been here. I'm Rollins.
Well, of course you are. I never forget a face or a name. Don't be silly. I'm very glad you came.
Mrs. Kilbourne, isn't there something you want me to do?
No, Rollins. Nothing.
Oh, so you must see Mrs. Kilbourne. Very important. Mrs. Kilbourne, your Mr. Rollins has been a naughty boy.
Oh, how nice. Oh, Senator Harlan and Mrs. Harlan. So very happy you could make it.
Not at all, not at all. Glad to be here.
Mother and Father, this is Mr. Rollins. Isn't he handsome and grand?
How do you do, Mr. Rollins?
Well, your daughter is far too generous, sir.
Be careful, young man. When Minerva is nice, she normally wants something.
Emily, I've been trying to... Oh, Mrs. Harlan.
How do you do?
Senator, glad to see you again.
Good evening, good to see you.
Well, if you guys don't mind, I think I'll go.
No, you don't. Father, tell this man to stop running away from me.
Mr. Rollins, stop running away from my daughter.
Senator, why don't we go over there and have a little something to...
Oh, no. Take him in there and get him a drink instead.
Minerva wants in too. Come on.
Senator?
Oh, Senator Harlan.
Good evening, Geraldine.
Mrs. Harlan. This is Mr. Remington, Mrs. Harlan.
And I'm Mrs. Kilbourne.
Oh, Mother.
Hey, we having a nice time?
Wonderful, thanks.
Hey, Pop, give me a slug of ginger ale, straight.
Marion, dear. Daddy wants to talk to you.
Oh, careful, Dad. Remember my age.
Now, Marion, if I find out you had anything to do with bringing Rollins into this party as a guest, I'll skin you alive.
Why, Daddy dearest, how could you ever suspect me of doing such a thing?
Now you listen to me. You do not open your mouth for the rest of the evening.
Good evening, Mr. Kilborn.
Ah, hello, Herbert.
Marin.
You'll find Jerry in there.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Now, remember what I said. Keep your mouth shut.
Can't I even open it to eat?
Yes, only to eat, but that's all.
Hi there.
Oh, Herbert. So very glad to see you. How are you? Here, have a drink.
You know I couldn't stay away, honey. Still mad at me?
Mad at you? Of course not. Why should I be?
Say, isn't that Rollins, your chauffeur? Come on, quit stalling. What is he doing here?
I'll tell you, it's a long, uninteresting story, and it would bore you stiff. Now, would you care not to hear it?
What is he doing here?
Drink your drink.
This is ridiculous. After all, that man's a tramp. What are these people going to say when they find out?
Herb, you're the only one in here that knows. Remember, you're meeting Wade Rollins for the first time tonight.
Hors d'oeuvres are served, madam.
Oh, my thank you.
What are you doing here? Get back in the kitchen. You can't get away with this.
Don't worry about me. I'm doing all right.
What did you say?
I was talking to Grosvenor.
And if you're ever in Washington again, you must come and visit us.
Oh, well, I was there once. It was during the last coronation.
I say, Rollins, I didn't recognize you without your uniform on.
Oh. Wheeler and I fought together in the Great War.
Say, Kilborn, they tell me there's a very eccentric woman in this district who apparently has the hobby of bringing hobos into her home and then trying to reform them. Ha ha ha!
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Say if there were one with us right here, what would the topic of his conversation be? What would he say? Or what would we say?
Well, sir, it's hard to imagine unless this tramp, or hobo, as you like to call him, was a victim of circumstances.
Bah, a tramp is a tramp. He is what he is because he wants to be. He's indolent and a menace to society.
Do you golf, Wade? You don't mind if I call you Wade?
Of course not. I'm sorry, sir.
You mean you don't play?
No, I mean, I don't mind you calling me Wade. Yes, I do play golf.
Whenever I'm talking to Mr. Rollins.
But surely, Senator, the mere fact that...
That's wonderful. Will you call me tomorrow?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
So you believe that a tramp, given the opportunity, would give up what he calls his comforts and take up a job that included his hands or his brain?
Well, of course.
I doubt it.
No, but I'm sure of it. Now, for instance, take me.
Don't take him! I mean, has anybody been up to the Canadian Rockies lately?
Oh, children. Remember, we promised to act like adults in front of the senator tonight.
Minerva, tell us about your cousin who graduated from Fort Wayne School for Lady Dentists.
Senator, tell me more about the woman who's nuts.
Let's go to dinner, shall we?
And that's my own belief. Of course, that's off the record.
Ah, thank you for your confidence, Senator. You can trust me.
I thought so. Say, you're associated to Kilborn, aren't you?
Yes. Well, I try to help him out as much as I can. In my humble way, you know.
Yes. Then, confidentially, what do you think of this bond issue of his?
Bond. Yes, bond issue. Well, really, Senator, all I can say is, if Mr. Kilborn's interested in it, it's good enough for me.
Oh, Willie, it's time to go.
So it is. Good evening, young man. I've enjoyed our discussion.
So have I.
We had such a grand time, Mrs. Kilborn. The dinner was perfectly lovely.
Oh, I'm so very glad you could make it. Besides, if you didn't, I don't know what I would have done with all that food.
Good night.
Oh, good night.
tell you all evening.
Oh, Henry, there you are! We just had the loveliest party.
Yes, I know all about the party.
You do? Oh, how was it? Tell me all about it.
Oh, forget it. Never mind, never mind.
Well, I'll try, but I doubt it very much.
I say, that Rollins certainly put your family in the spot. Why, if this ever gets out,
But it won't get out, Herbert, unless you let it out.
well, if I was your father, I would not only kick him out of this house, but see that he leaves town. If he asks me, he's nothing
But
but...
nobody asked you, Herbert.
I've had a wonderful evening. Thanks to you, Wade.
Yeah, so have I.
I'll call you in the morning.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
You're so beautiful tonight, Jerry.
Thank you. I think you better go now.
Oh, please, let me stay just a few minutes.
Okay, come on, Jerry. Past your bedtime. Good night, Herbert.
Say, what's the idea?
Forgetting something, Herbert?
My name's Mr. Wheeler, and I haven't forgotten anything.
Okay. Good night, Mr. Wheeler.
Hi, Herbert.
Say, you didn't mind me calling you Jerry, did you?
I don't know why I should. Minerva didn't seem to mind when you called her Minnie.
Oh, didn't she? Oh, I didn't notice. Jerry, did anyone tell you that you look beautiful this evening?
Yes, I mean, no. Thank you, Rollins. Good night.
Good night.
Hello, sir. Okay, 2-3 minute. Eggs, toast, coffee. Love you all, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, what was your name again? Guest in blue room. I don't know how I've stayed in this house as long as I have. Preposterous. Haven't been officially informed. Who do they think is running this house anyways? Last night was the unspeakable Rollins. Me, a Grosvenor, having to wait on a lowly tramp.
Mary, we're exceptionally quiet this morning. Is anything the matter?
Oh, I had a rough day at the office.
Oh, Mary, you are so funny.
Grosvenor, where are you going with this food?
I believe it's customary to inform the butler if there are to be guests.
Guests? Where?
In the blue room, sir. He's just ordered breakfast.
Did you invite anyone, Dad?
I wonder who it could be.
I wonder if there are any hangovers left from last night's party.
Only fathers.
Isn't there any respect at all in this family?
Don't get discouraged, Pop. There must be.
If you're so discouraged, if you're so interested in who's the guest is, why don't you go up and see?
Well, you're the head of this house, or so you claim. Why don't you go up and see?
By golly, I will!
By golly, let's all go.
By golly, let's.
By golly!
Yes, as long as it's like
Yes. Can you bring my tray here and my morning paper?
This must be some mistake.
Who is it?
I've never been so shocked in all my life, sir. It's Rollins.
What?
Sitting in bed as big as you'll please.
It's Rollins!
What's he doing in there?
Waiting for me to serve him his breakfast. He had the comfortory to ask for your newspaper.
You wanted my newspaper, huh? Well, let's see that he gets it. Rollins, old boy, what are you doing in here?
Ah, Mr. Kilbourne, come in.
I am in. Get your clothes on and get out.
Give a cigar.
There.
Thanks.
Now get out.
Mr. Kilbourne, last night I was placed in a predicament that was just as embarrassing for me as it must have been for you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, having to act the part of a guest.
Well, that was last night. Today's a different day.
Well, now, naturally, I can't just go back to being your chauffeur, can I?
Well, you bet you can.
So now I must either stay your guest or leave.
Well, then settle then. Leave.
Oh, very well. If that's the way you feel about it, I'll go. But promise me one thing. Don't ever let Senator Harlan know that he sat down to dinner in your house with a tramp. It might affect your deal.
Never mind about Senator Harlan. You get your clothes on. You get out of my house this instant.
Do you hear bells?
Hello, what do you want? Oh, Miss Harlan. Yes, one moment. It's for you.
Oh.
It's Miss Harlan.
Perhaps you better tell her I'm not here. Or that I left. Oh, no, that you were about to throw me out.
Yes, Minerva, I was just going to... Say, I can't tell her that. You talk to her.
Oh, very well. Good morning, Miss Harlan. She wants me to call her Minerva.
Well, then call her Minerva.
Good morning, Minerva. Golf? Oh, the senator wants to talk to me. Well, really, Minerva, I don't know if I can make it.
Of course you can make it. Of course you can make it.
Of course I can make it. Of course I can make it. All right, see you then. Good night.
Here's your newspaper. What are you doing standing around? Get this man his breakfast and see to it that he gets everything he needs.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Will that be all, sir?
Yes, that will be all, my good man.
Oh, Governor, do you know where it runs? Oh, there you are.
Ah, Mrs. Kilbourne.
My, I do believe you're going to be the complete indication of my theory.
Ah, thank you, Mrs. Kilbourne.
Hey, you're the guest. How does it feel to be the guest?
Well, it's quite the experience.
I bet you say that to all your hostesses. Jerry wants me to find out if you'd like to play golf with her today.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. But I just arranged to play with Miss Harlan.
Goody, goody, goody.
But if she likes, we can all go.
She wouldn't like it, I hope.
Well, Shakespeare was right when he said... Well, I've forgotten what he said, but Shakespeare was right. Bon appetit!
Well, I didn't know you were the domestic type.
Well, I'm just making some fudge.
With pickles?
Yes, I always make my fudge with pickles. You should try sometime. It's really quite different.
I would imagine so.
Did you enjoy your golf game?
Oh, yes. It was quite nice.
Seemed to be quite the attentive instructor.
Ah, well, that's because Minerva is such an apt pupil.
Oh, yes, of course. Seem to have a method all of your own of instructing people. Do you always put your arms around them?
Oh, only the girls.
Well, I think a person should have more self-respect than to let a total stranger flirt with her on a golf course. But then,
Well, you know, there aren't that many people on the golf course.
but I really believe you enjoyed it.
It's not bad. You know, you should try it yourself sometime.
When I want your advice, I'll ask for it. Go on out. Make a fool of yourself. See if I care.
Very well. I guess I can take the rest of my afternoon off. I have an important engagement.
Oh, don't let me keep you.
Thank you.
Would you like to take some of my fudge to your important engagement?
Heavens, no.
Hi, Wade. Where are you going?
I'm just going to take a little ride.
Oh, you aren't taking Jerry with you?
Well, what makes you think she'd want to go?
Is it worth $4.50 to find out?
How about a quarter?
All right, but I'm losing money. When Jerry's mad, she wants to cry. And when Jerry wants to cry, it's because she wants something he can't have. Catch on? Where you going with my money?
I never buy secondhand information.
Stolen money will never do you any good.
Oh, Jerry, is that you?
Yes, Mother.
Are you all right, dear?
I guess so.
Well, good night.
Good night, Dad.
Jerry, dear, what's the matter with you getting home so early and scaring people?
I didn't go out.
Oh no? What's the matter? Are you sick?
No. I was just reading this book, and I couldn't put it down.
What's it about?
It's about this fella and a girl. Things happen.
Let me sit down. You know, Jerry, it's been a while since you and I sat together and had a talk like this.
Yeah, I guess it has.
So tell me, what's troubling you?
I'm not very good at hiding my feelings, am I?
Does he feel the same way about you?
It's just that I don't know.
Well, it doesn't sound like you want my advice, and I'm not going to give it to you.
Oh, no, it's not that, Pa. It's just... Oh, I don't know.
Well, I do. It's only natural for a father to feel that no man is worthy of his daughter. And I'm no different than any other father. Except, Jerry, I want you to be happy. And whatever you do is okay with me. But what you see in that Wade Rollins, I'd be darned if I know.
Eggs over bacon, bacon over bacon crisp. Always messing up my words, sis. Ma, you don't look good this morning.
Nobody asked you.
I know. It was my own idea. What are you all dressed up for anyway?
Good morning, Geraldine.
Good morning, Pa.
Good morning, Marion.
Good morning.
What's wrong with Pa? Another hangover?
Sleep well last night, Geraldine?
Fine, thank you.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Henry.
Good morning. Say, what do you mean by good morning, Henry?
I was just trying to save Mother another good morning.
Oh, I thank you, dear. I am so hungry. I haven't eaten a thing since last night.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, good morning,
Kate.
Kate.
Good morning, Kate.
You know, I've been thinking, if I want a car, I'm gonna have to go out and work for it.
Say, that's a good idea. Tell you what, you come down with me to the market and we'll pick one out together for your birthday.
Dad, do you mean it?
Yeah.
Mom, Mary, and Jerry, Dad's gonna buy me a car.
I'll tell you what, you can use mine until you get a new one.
Oh, gee, Jerry, thanks. Say, what's wrong with this family today anyhow?
Yes, what's wrong with it?
Governor, have you seen my morning newspaper?
I put it under Mr. Rollins' door, sir, just as you ordered.
I wonder if he's through with it.
I'll go up and see.
Oh, thanks, Jerry. How nice of you.
Hey, Dad, do you notice anything funny about Jerry this morning?
Not a thing.
I didn't either. I wonder what it is.
Well, I know, but I'm not telling unless I get my price. 2 bits.
Marion, it isn't good manners to keep things from your parents.
I know. But it's good business.
Jerry, dear, what's the matter?
He's not there.
Oh, no! Hey, look.
Noted novelist E. Wade Rollins dies in mountain crash returning from fishing trip.
Oh, well, it can't be our Wade Rollins. He's not even here.
Noted novelist. And we thought he was just a tramp.
Oh, this is terrible. Oh, Jerry's fainted!
Oh, no.
Oh, somebody do something!
I'll go get the smelling salts. Quick, where are the smelling salts?
In the drawer.
Oh, there's no smelling salts in here.
I'll get the ammonia.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Papa!
Quick, open the window. Oh my goodness! Can anybody stay healthy long enough for me to get something done? Can anybody do anything around here except for me? Here, I'll take the water.
my poor dear Governor!
Grosvenor, what happened?
I was looking out the window, sir, and I saw.
Oh, Grosvenor, here, take him in there.
This is. I can't do anything. I need your help. Oh, Terry, I'll be right back. Oh, did you hear what happened? Rollins!
Come on, sis.
Wait. Wait.
I'll be right back. Don't go away. Jerry Durant! What are you doing? Don't stand there. Get some water.
Wait, you can't do this to me. You're dead.
Go on, get some water.
Mom! Mom! Dad! Papa!
This is getting worse than an epidemic.
Okay, Pop did.
What, Emily, you too?
Jerry? Are you awake, Jerry? No? Well, I'll get water.
Grosvenor, where are you going? Why are you dressed up like a lunatic?
After seeing the success of all the tramps who infested this house, I realized I'd been in the wrong racket. From now on, me for the open road.
Fight some love and laughter for now and ever after. A kiss. Merrily we live. Going through a valley or up and down an alley. We never thought our ship on the sand. Merrily we live. Every day's a sunny May Day, a bright and gay day, how well we know. Barnum never in his heyday put on a finer show. Isn't this a sweet dream? I'll knock you off your feet, dream, and just between us two.